It was an organization that I had been aware of for some time. They were a credible group with connections to influencers and a mission congruent with mine. It was an excellent example of a generational initiative that was encouraging and supported my perception of these younger folks. Several associates encouraged me to attend one of their upcoming events. When the time came, I dutifully participated in the reception and had interesting and delightful conversations with attendees, staff, and board members. The director asked if I would say a few words and the banquet to follow the reception, and I accepted. The banquet was more extensive than I had expected, and as the meal ended, the program began with the customary welcome, introduction, and formalities. A couple of speakers thanked, promoted, or encouraged the attendees. This was followed by the director, who began to introduce the guest speaker for the evening. The accolades seemed familiar, and I started guessing who the guest speaker would be. It was somewhat of a surprise or even shock that the director's prelude named the keynote speaker, me. The Mark Twain axiom, never miss an opportunity to be quiet, was quickly abandoned. Through no fault of my own, 30 minutes later, this audience of relatively sane people, instead of rapidly ushering me out the back door, enthusiastically clapped. It was the birth of one of my most frequently used saying. One of the benefits of staying around long enough is that people mistakenly think you know what you're talking about. One of the main advantages of spending a significant amount of time in a particular environment, whether at work, in a social group, or within a community, is that it often leads others to perceive you as knowledgeable or experienced, even if that perception isn't entirely accurate. This phenomenon occurs for a couple of reasons. First, being present for an extended period fosters familiarity with various topics, processes, and dynamics, enabling you to contribute meaningfully to discussions. As you engage in these settings, you gather insights and anecdotes that can enrich your understanding, even if you don't consider yourself an expert. Additionally, as you establish your presence among your peers, they may rely on your input simply because you have been around longer. This sense of trust can create an impression of authority, allowing you to step into roles that involve guiding others or making decisions, even when you don't have all the answers. This dynamic opens doors for collaboration, with others seeking your advice or perspective based on your perceived experience. Moreover, the relationships and networks you build over time become invaluable assets, providing support, mentorship, and opportunities for personal and professional growth. Engaging with others over the years enables you to continuously learn, adapt, and refine your views. This creates a dynamic interplay between your experiences and the insights of those around you. Thus, while the initial impression of expertise might sometimes be misguided, it can still pave the way for constructive dialogue, shared learning, and a more prosperous community experience for everyone involved. Most of all, it creates an opportunity to give yourself to the next generation.